welcome back, everybody, to my last brain cell. Happy Friday, Junior. Y'all, this week has felt like it's been flying, honestly. So I'm kind of grateful for that, but it hasn't been too crazy. I hope your week hasn't been too crazy. But anyway, you know why we're here. Question of the day. And today's question of the day is inspired by the fact that I've been playing a lot of The Last of Us 2 in preparation for the new season, which is actually coming out, I think, Sunday. I'm really excited. I'm not anywhere near completing the game, but I feel comfortable at least starting the show, knowing that, I won't be spoiled or anything. But today's question of the day: do you think you could survive in a zombie apocalypse? And if you did/could, what do you think you'd be doing, right? And what do I mean by that? So obviously there are those who go out there and go clear out hordes to make sure that travel is safe for a whole bunch of folks, right? And then there are those who religiously just stay on camp because they don't want to go out into the mess. So they're probably cooking, they're taking care of they're probably a medic or some other various useful skill set that you would need in that kind of environment. So what role do you think you would play, and do you think you'd survive? So I think I would survive a zombie apocalypse, and I think I'd be one of those, at least in the beginning. I think I'd be pretty arrogant in thinking that I can be extremely helpful, and then quickly realize, though, this shit's not a game. It would only take the very first time seeing a zombie up close where I'm like, oh yeah, this shit's real. Initially when they tell me, oh, the world's over, blah blah blah, I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna see a zombie and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, nah, shit's real. So I'm gonna want to be one of those people who are out there really helping clear out the horde so others can travel. You know what I don't understand though about zombie apocalypse is that it always seems like no matter what, people always turn on each other. Humanity just can't be trusted when shit's going down. And it's so bizarre to me. Why do we always have to fight? What's the point of that? Realistically, what's the point of us always fighting all the time when things like this happen? It's in every iteration I've seen, from The Walking Dead to The Last of Us, Days Gone. There's always factions of folks, and it just makes no sense. We are all going to die to these creatures, and we choose to fight each other to help them dwindle our numbers even further. What sense does that make? None is the answer, but I digress. Anyway, so question of the day: do you think you'd survive in a zombie apocalypse, and what role would you play in assisting in said zombie apocalypse? Let me know in the comments, and while you're doing that, I'm gonna get, what is it, Pick Your Poison? I forgot the name. Don't judge me. This puzzle's almost done. I can see it, but I can't see it at the same time. It's very interesting. I'm hoping to get it done today. Y'all know if y'all can tell, but I'm in desperate need of a haircut. And I want to say next time you see me, I'm gonna have a haircut, but that's not even gonna be the case. But the time after that, on the next Sip, Read, Repeat episode, I'm like a brand new person. It's gonna be amazing. My barber, I already know he's gonna judge me hardcore when he see me on Saturday. It's warranted, honestly. I can only blame myself. Anyway, never trim your fingernails again. Lose all feeling in the lower half of your body. Be thrown into a bullfight with no training whatsoever. This is crazy, because there's no way I'm going through life never trimming my fingernails again. Now, it says trimming, so does that mean I can't clip them? Can I bite them off? I'm known to bite my nails off if they get a little too long. My nails are long right now. I need to go get my nails done. So sometimes I just bite it off. Does that count? I can't imagine losing all the feeling in the lower half of my body. Even besides silly reasons, I just, no, just no. That's not a life I want to live. I don't want to have to deal with, not even learning how to walk again, but not I don't have to adjust in that light, you know. I think I'd be a big baby about it, and it wouldn't be fun for anybody, you know. So just know. But being thrown into a bullfight with no training whatsoever, goodness me, wow, this is dangerous stuff here. I really don't know what to do. Okay. I think honestly, what am I talking about? I'll just never trim my fingernails ever again. They'll just be long forever, and I hope it gets snagged on something and tear off. When I hear trim, I just assume it means cut. Is that wrong to assume? I don't think so. I think that's very appropriate if you ask me. I don't know. What do y'all think? That's what I'm gonna assume. So, duh. Let me know what you guys are picking. Are you going to be thrown into a bullfight with no training whatsoever, lose all feeling in the lower half of your body, or never trim your fingernails again? Put it in the comments. And while you do that, I'll get the wheel of fun. Let's see what happened with the wheel today. TV. So, TV. I'm gonna abuse this a little bit and talk about an anime. I'm not gonna talk about your usual anime. I'm gonna take this moment to talk about an anime that just came out called Devil May Cry, based on the video game Devil May Cry. Y'all, that show was gas. It was 8 episodes of snap from start to finish. It was incredible. Yeah, that show is great. And if you have Netflix and are a fan of the video games or a fan of anime, I highly, highly, highly recommend watching that show. Ooh, this is complete. I'll show y'all. Oh yeah, it's looking really good. You can kind of see all of it here, but I'll put a very clear image for sure in the episode. But yeah, man, the anime was amazing. The soundtrack was great. The animation was great. The choreography was great. Like, I'm excited to watch this show progress. I binged through it, you know, and I'm curious as to how Netflix decides. I guess it's based on the rights to the show. But it was nice to be able to binge it and not have to wait, 8 weeks to watch it, because I was like, I need to know what happens next. The only reason I stopped for the most part is because I was actually busy. But when I wasn't busy, I was just watching through it. It was, it's an incredible show. I highly, highly recommend that. As far as like non-animated, oh man, my hands look so dry. That's crazy. As far as non-animated shows, I don't know what's been good. I haven't been watching much. I've been watching a lot of Abbott Elementary. That's been nice. Nice little twist is how Ava got fired. I'm curious to see what happens next. I think the newest episode just came out, so I'll have to catch that soon. I'm still binging through SVU. I think I'm on like season 9 or something like that. Maybe like halfway through, if not more. Maybe even season 8. I could be wrong, but I've been watching a lot of that. And again, it's been really interesting just like binging through it, because there's a lot of like background personal stories that are happening that I didn't get when I was watching it sporadically, like when it was on television when I was a kid. So it's been interesting to watch. It's like, wow, these people like being developed a little bit here and there. It's very interesting. So that's been pretty cool. Other than that, yeah, there's not much that I've been watching. And because of that, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you, everybody who tunes in. Thank you so much for tuning in and stopping by. As I've been mentioning, Mission 1K, Mission 1K, Mission 1K. Please, please, please help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe yourself if you're watching this. And that's all I got. Like I said, I'll put a picture of this up so you guys can see it. And boom, that's everything. Thanks so much. Until next time, guys. This is King Echo, signing off.